Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a Rossignol Arcade 84 for you today. It's a carryover model from last year, same construction, shape, profile, graphics. Super strong, sturdy, all-mountain ski that definitely leans more towards front-side carving performance. I think that there's a big difference between what Rossignol is saying is an all-mountain ski, and yeah, sure, you can use this in an all-mountain format, but it's really hard to deny that this is more of a front-side shape, just in a wider-bodied format. Super strong core construction, full poplar wood core, very thick. You know, this is what we've really noticed about these Arcade series of skis, is just the core thickness. These yellow sidewalls that you can probably see are just extremely thick from tip to tail. So there's a lot of meat going on in this ski. We also get metal underfoot and then VAS in the tip, so there is some vibration absorption going on as well. We also get line control technology, so a central strip of ABS material running through the middle of the ski, preventing counterflexing and keeping things nice and smooth. But the big story is the thickness of that wood core, and that delivers the resulting flex. So these are pretty darn stiff when you're flexing them, and that delivers just a ton of energy, you know, because it's not full metal, so you're really getting a lot of rebound out of this ski. It's more energetic than damp feeling as a result. This is the 184, so on the longer side, and it's on the scale here at 1,972 grams. And that's kind of another nod to that thicker wood core, because we're not dealing with full metal, we're just dealing with a lot of wood. So pretty interesting construction from Rossignol going on here. And then when we look at the shape and the profile, yeah, the width does seem more like it's all mountain capable. And you know, if you're spending most of your time in the resort on trails, then yeah, it's an all-mountain ski. It's a little bit on the stiff side for moguls and a little bit on the narrow side for deeper snow and trees. So there's some concessions to be made if you're purely looking at an all-mountain standpoint. But if you're looking for a front-side carver, not a whole lot of concessions. There's not a big difference between this and a traditional front-side ski. We got a lot of high camber going on in this thing, a lot of energy built in, not a lot of rocker or taper. You know, when you decamber it, yeah, the rocker pops down just a little bit, but really no taper. I mean, it is true tip to tail edge contact. We do see a little bit of rocker in the tail, but it does kick out towards the end before tapering in. You know, that's probably the biggest difference between this and a pure frontside 84, is that the tail is a little bit more amenable, but that kind of has to be the case because of how stiff it is. You know, if we're dealing with a ski of this stiffness and a flatter, more squared off tail, then you're really going to be locked into the turn. And we do see that when we move up to the 88, is that there is less tail rocker in that ski, which also has more metal. So that is kind of the you know, the next level up from this 84 in terms of that all-mountain carving performance. Shape-wise, 16-meter turn radius. We've always found it pretty interesting when a ski that's this long, you know, a 184, that's this stiff and with very, very little taper, still adheres to a 16-meter turn radius. So pretty short carving style incorporated into the ski. You know, we found that it can go longer, that it's okay to push this thing to higher speeds, but making it carve shorter turns than that is a real challenge because of the stiffer flex. So you really have to have a good skill set to get it up on edge, bent, and into the turn at a higher edge angle really soon in order to get it to be a little bit shorter than 16 meters. But it's really happy at that stated radius. I think that this links really, really well together turns of that stated radius. It is very smooth and composed with just a ton of energy. You really get kind of slingshotted into the next turn. So if you're looking for that powerful rebound, that electric feel in a ski, this does it better than a lot of them. We do have some tester feedback here from Mark Angelillo. He calls it powerful with confidence through all turns, 9 out of 10 overall. Yeah, I mean, I think that power and confidence are two very appropriate words to use with an Arcade 84. You know, it kind of gets bumped down into, I guess, an intermediate realm based on its sitting within the arcade category. But advanced and expert skiers will find a lot to like about this ski. It's a challenge. It's a challenge to find the balance point, even though it's also kind of easy to make powerful turns. But there's not a whole lot of a limit here. You can really push this thing hard and get the resulting performance. But yeah, we're psyched to have the Arcade 84 back another year. I do think it's okay to size down if you are in the middle. I found this 184 to be kind of a handful. If you're looking to get more linked turns and use it more as a frontside ski, it's okay to go one size down. But yeah, it's a little stiff for the bumps. You can do it, it's quick enough, but it is stiff and it will let you know if you're in the back seat. But that's it. Check out this Arcade 84 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.